to the best of your knowledge, did the aircraft sort of nose first into the side of that hill?
Part of our documentation of the wreckage hopefully will give us some answers to the orientation of the aircraft as it started to come into the trees. So again, too early to tell, but that's what we're here to document. It's important for us to document exactly where different parts of the aircraft came to rest, to give us an idea to help us answer the orientation and how the aircraft did come into the woods.
You mentioned preliminary autopsy results.
Mm-hmm.
Any reason to believe at this moment whether Mr. Bogue died of blunt force trauma, of impact, or of fire?
I won't know that until after I receive the final autopsy. I have not received a preliminary. All I know is I did talk to the forensic pathologist yesterday, and he did mention that a preliminary autopsy report has been completed. I did not ask him about any results of that or so forth. The the autopsy was completed at a facility at Terre Haute, which is common for this part of the state of Illinois, and then toxicology tests are not only taken by that facility, but also toxicology tests are sent to the FAA down in Oklahoma City, where they run a screening of those samples as well.
Mr. Bogue, and I'm sure you're just starting to scratch the surface of his biography, as are we, but by all accounts, Aaron, this man was an excellent, phenomenal, decorated pilot with 9,000 hours. I'm told that's very, very impressive at his young age. Can you just speak to that? Is it an impressive resume on paper? I know you didn't know him.
Correct. In order to document that, those observations that you just shared with me, or comments, we do take a look at his history. We'll pull all of his airman records. We've asked to try and obtain any pilot logbook information to document his flight experience, his training, and then also to talk with folks that have flown with this particular pilot, whether it was from his days of starting to fly all the way up to his current days of flying, and what was he involved in. So we have a number of folks that have come forward already that they would like to talk with me to try and establish some of that history with his experience flying aircraft.
Anybody have anything else?
Anybody?
Based on, you have to have heard about his accolades, at least anecdotally. This was a pilot with a sterling reputation, yes?
From information, again, I'm getting people's comments similar to that as far as experience. Good pilot. So for us to, we need to start reviewing records and talking with folks to get an idea of his experience.